They were nearly the last Japanese company to get into the motorcycle business. A giant corporation that already knew how to build huge ships that sailed around the world. Bullet trains that can go 170 miles an hour. And parts for jet airplanes. Kawasaki had a long-standing reputation of building big, powerful engines. So when the company decided to create a motorcycle, their engineers faced a challenge: how to use their expertise to create powerful engines small enough to fit into a bike.
We need a total performance to outperform other brands.
They turned the world of motorcycle engineering upside down, creating some of the most revolutionary designs ever produced.
Design philosophy is aggressive and emotional.
This is our human error-proof system.
Just to make sure they got everyone's attention, they painted their bikes an unusual color, lime green.
Beautiful looking green color we run, you know, that's a trademark thing of Kawasaki.
A trademark reinforced by a single word: ninja.
If you tell somebody you have a Ninja, they know exactly what you're on. You're on a Kawasaki sport bike.
After so much success with ships, trains, and jumbo jets, why did Kawasaki get into the motorcycle business? And even with all their engineering might, could they really challenge the older, more established brands? Although its recorded history dates all the way back to 201, Kobe is one of Japan's most modern cities. Kobe is a major shipping port. It was one of the first Japanese cities to trade with the West. Park, a tourist destination along the waterfront, takes its name from the word America. One of the park's famous landmarks is the red steel port tower. Built in the shape of a giant satsumi, a traditional Japanese drum, its observation deck towers 350 feet above the water. Nearby is a giant Ferris wheel. The park attracts tourists by the thousands. Real Kobe beef is a delicacy here. Kobe is home to more than 100 international corporations, including Procter & Gamble and Nestle. It is also home to a company that had been in business for almost 80 years before it ever thought about building a motorcycle. Kobe, Japan is world headquarters for Kawasaki Heavy Industries. Kawasaki Heavy Industries was founded by a man named Shozo Kawasaki in 1878. It began as a shipbuilding company. Shozo Kawasaki was one of the first in Japan to use Western designs for his ships. His company prospered, And over the years, it became one of the world's manufacturing giants, building not only ships, but trains, industrial equipment, and parts for cars and airplanes. In one way or another, a Kawasaki product probably touches your life every day. But hardly anyone knew the Kawasaki name. To build brand awareness, the company started building motorcycles in 1955. It was a way to embrace the growing popularity of motorcycles in the U.S. A new building in Kobe celebrates Kawasaki's history in shipbuilding and in motorcycles. In a clear reference to both American music and pop culture, the motorcycle part of the building is called Kawasaki Good Times World.
Now we are in Kobe, Kawasaki Motorcycle Museum, which official name is Kawasaki Good Times World.
Kawasaki was third of the Japanese Big Four, including Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, to make a motorcycle. But they had a secret weapon, a skill in engineering that would make them stand out. Kawasaki assigned engineers from its aircraft division to build its first motorcycles. And from 1955 to 1965, they created a variety of bikes. But none was special. None addressed the real mission assigned to Kawasaki's motorcycle engineers. That mission was to develop completely new technologies for a breakthrough design, a motorcycle that would turn the motorcycle world upside down. In 1968, what started out as an engineering exercise became a real motorcycle called the Mach 3. Two teams of Kawasaki engineers were pitted against each other. One team would develop a traditional two-cylinder engine, but the second team built something never tried before, a 500cc engine with 3 cylinders. It was a revolutionary design, but the result was classic Kawasaki, an engine producing massive amounts of power. Until the Mach 3, no Japanese company had ever designed a motorcycle with 3 cylinders. Kawasaki did it to get more horsepower. At first, the 3-cylinder experiment was a failure. The middle cylinder kept overheating and the engine kept blowing up, but the engineering team kept trying. Finally, they had the idea of adding extra-large cooling fins to the engine. It worked. Their engine went from experiment to production.
This is a Mach 3 Triple, which was introduced in 1969 in the United States. This motorcycle is very unique at that time, even unique right now. It has 3-cylinder air-cooled two-stroke engine.
It took an entire year to solve the engineering challenges of a 3-cylinder engine, but the result was worth it. When the Mach 3 went on sale in 1969, it was the most powerful production motorcycle in the world.
My dad took me up to the local high school on the back of his Mach 3. He said, go sit on that curb right there, and he did wheelies by me on his Mach 3 all the way down the parking lot. And that'll stick with me forever. Those things ran hard, super, super fun to ride. That Mach 3 was a 3-cylinder 500 followed up with a 3-cylinder 750 two-stroke, and they were rocket ships.
Actually, it outperformed every motorcycle existed at that time. So this Mach 3 made Kawasaki famous.